What is going on, loyal cat gang members? It's your boy Harrison here with 2 cats, and in this video I wanted to make my first ever tier list of the new community maps. But before I do that, go ahead and smash those like and subscribe buttons, because this video is going to be so entertaining that you're definitely gonna forget. Now, I did play a couple of these maps today on my live stream, and they were really good, like better than the regular TDS maps. So I'm excited to get into the ones that I haven't seen yet and rate those. And as you can see, I already have my tier list all set up here using this tiermaker.com website that I guess all the young kids use for their tier lists. And they're like, what's your favorite vaping flavor? I don't know, I gotta make a tier list. I've got to start with the one map that I never thought the devs would put in the game, and that is Musket Kingdom right here. That is gonna be my top tier map, going up in the S column definitely. So I went in here to set this map up so I could talk about it while Molten is running, and I'm noticing something that I've never seen in the game before. Why are my farms tilted like this? Is this something y'all are seeing in your games? Every single TDS game I've ever played had the farms facing straight. This is just another thing that proves this is an S tier map. The number one thing I love about it is just the overall look. I think it is the coolest looking map in the game by far. I love the detail on all of the brick and the castle and the floating islands and the floating balloons in the air. You know, that's one thing that you really don't see in other parts of the game. So just the entire like building and modeling and the structures and even the mountains look really cool here. Those are the kind of details that I think really sets this map apart from the others and really earns it that S tier ranking. All right, now I'm gonna move on to the first ever very easy map in TDS history, Honey Valley. Let's check it out. Oh wow, I forgot how colorful this map is. I really love the Bee Swarm sim vibes. Does this count as a Bee Swarm TDS crossover? It definitely seems like a map that was made for like the newest of the new players. You see that we've got the 3 looping circles just like Polluted. That's funny because that's one of the hardest maps and this is one of the easiest. So as far as the actual look and design of this map, I really like it. The problem that I have with it is really how simple it is. I know it's a very easy map, but I would love to see the TDS devs introduce some kind of very extremely difficult tier map. And so I think it goes without saying that I've got to set this at the B tier. Get it? Bees, honey. And this map is called Derelict Outpost. This is one of the 2 insane maps. And if there was any map in the game that was deserving of the very hard, almost impossible difficulty criteria, it would be this one. I've got to have it on Molten to even have a shot at recording some footage because there's so many enemies that come out. Like, you'll die so fast. I think you know where I'm going to put this one in the tier list. The map design and the gameplay are incredible for so many reasons. I mean, just look at this awesome path system. Obviously, there are 3 of them, and this one branches way off over here by itself, with the other 2 staying a little bit closer together. And what's interesting about that path right there is that it pretty much shoots off really quickly. This was a side we were having trouble getting kills on because the enemies that go over here to the right do a little loop, which makes them much easier to kill. And then the enemies coming straight down the middle do have a little bit of a shorter path, but the towers right here seem to focus on those 2 lanes at the exclusion of this 3rd one. You see how this scout was automatically shooting the enemy right here in the middle while letting these walk past him even though they were right next to him. So that's a little bit of a targeting issue that makes it harder. Just look at how the enemies just pour out of the earth, and it's so funny to watch them actually walk out here. Let's take a second and watch them spawn on this next wave. They literally go from like walking straight up and they just kind of turn over the edge. Look how cool that is. That is amazing. So just sticking with the modeling and design of the map, I love how it fades to black really quick. You can see in the distance that you can't see the back part of the map from the front. That's unique. You've really got to run around here and try to find any enemies. Like if the wave isn't ending, it's like, where are the bad guys? I can't even see them. And if you've got rangers back here, they're going to be shooting up to the front. You don't even know what they're shooting at. And that is why I've got to throw it up on the S tier. So those are the 2 insane maps that were introduced with this update. All right, now I can go into the maps that I haven't seen yet. Let's start with Happy Home of Robloxia. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it that much. I'm going to be a little harsher. I tend to be very upbeat and positive, but no, I'm going to say I don't like this one as much. It really reminds me of Simplicity. So this seems a little repetitive. I feel like we have a map that's already the easy difficulty, that's already very similar to this. But just ranking this based off of the look alone, I would give this one a C. The fact that I can get inside the house saves it from being a D. Not really deserving of very much. You're going to get stuck down there. I just can't imagine I'm going to be playing on that one very often. often. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one to see if it is also going to get the C or D treatment, or if it can end up in the S tier. Ouch. Okay, this is giving me major fungi island vibes, but I love that it's a 2-lane. Okay, cool. So we got another 2-lane. It does have the modifier where enemies spawn on all paths, but just taking in the overall vibes and feelings, I love the little orbs rising up into the air. That's happening all over the place. This treehouse up here, I'm guessing, is for rangers. I don't have any cliff towers. Can I do a cliff farm up there? The 2 distinct entrances that are nowhere near one another. Wow, okay, that's pretty dramatic. You're gonna have to be setting up 2 completely distinct armies on either side. It's like you're playing 2 different games. It looks like this right side is a little bit closer, so you see how they don't all bunch up together, that they are still in a line. That's different than Musket Kingdom. I mean, Music K Kingdom. I'm never gonna say that right. So I am officially gonna put that one at the A tier. All right, now moving on to one of the last 3. Area 52, perfect. I've always wanted to see aliens. Or am I getting that confused with a different area? If I win this map, does that mean that I get the commando? That's very interesting. They're actually gonna go down into the alien bunker underground, coming out of the alien cave. Now going over the modeling, I am loving the military base stuff. I was in the military, if you don't know, so I'm a big fan of jets and planes and boats and guns. I'm not sure this airstrip is regulation length, but I do love how the zombies actually walk on it to get to where they're going. I'm gonna throw it up here at B. So it's not as terrible as the Lego map, but it's not as good as some of the other ones. Let's go ahead and find out where the last 2 maps fall. This is giving me major solar eclipse event vibes. All right, so this is the hard difficulty. I guess it's because it's so short. Like, I'm imagining a tank or fast enemies like the glitches and errors running through here. I can see how those would be difficult to kill in time because it looks like there's not really cliff placement. I think this might be a cliff spot right up here. I can't imagine you're gonna be able to place towers on that. I love the look of this thing though. This is so cool. You've got the underground place where the gladiators are supposed to go down to. I think that's where they come out of, and then the animals come out of here and maul them to death. So that means I am able to give it a higher ranking. I'm gonna shove this one up here at A. Just forget about that. Let's go ahead and check out this last one. This one is called The Heavens. Ooh, oh yeah, that's very pretty. Waterfall from the cloud. You know, this is not what I imagined heaven to look like. My heaven has a lot of fire and flames because it's really cool. Not as big as I thought a heavenly palace would be. I like the clouds that are floating around, but this one is just too similar to Sky Islands. My favorite thing is definitely this waterfall. It's very refreshing, but seems like it's nothing special. It's just a reskin of some maps we already have in the game. So let me think about where I want to put this one. You know what? Let's give this one the D treatment. Like, at least the Happy Home of Robloxia that I put on C had some cool stuff on it as far as like the house you can go into. I just don't feel like the Heavens has enough going on for it to really get any kind of good ranking. All right, this is not bad. A couple of the new maps I think are really good and are going to be really fun and really unique additions to the game. They definitely deserve that S tier because they add a challenge, they shake things up, they give us something new to do. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you guys think about these rankings down in the comments below. Do you like the ones I liked? Do you like the ones I disliked? Do you dislike the ones I liked? Are you crazy? But I am interested to hear what the community thinks since you guys made them. And on that note, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button with your forehead, hit the subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications however you can so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say, peace.